Welcome to Crack Pack. My name is Andrew, and today we're cracking open Wilds of Eldraine. Let's get cracking. Our first card is a monster and sorcerer role token, followed by an island for our land. And we have a foil Unassuming Sage. Next we have Stab Wound for our Enchanting Tail, followed by Heartflame Duelist, which for 1 and a white is a 3/1 creature that reads instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. And it also has an instant adventure, Heartflame Slash, which for 2 and a red reads Heartflame Slash deals 3 damage to any target. Alright, so 3 mana for 3 damage on the instant is not a fantastic rate, but the creature on this definitely saves it. 1 and a white to give you lifelink on your instant sorceries. That's awesome. There are not a lot of ways to get that. Firesong and Sunspeaker, I think, is the typical creature you think of. I think that's the name of it. That normally would do this. So having another way to give instant sorcery spells lifelink is awesome. I really do like that kind of effect. And on a 3/1, it's probably going to get picked off pretty quickly. That is a powerful effect. So it's something that probably gets taken care of by an opponent pretty quickly. But that's good. Like having a scary effect that eats up a removal spell, that's useful in its own way. And if this doesn't get dealt with quickly, being able to, cast Shock or Lightning Bolt and gain that life that for the damage you dealt, that's going to be great. Or if you are able to cast like a really big fireball or there's a like multi-kicker red spell that deals, it deals 1 damage to each target for every time it was kicked or something like that. That would be a huge one to have with this as well. Like, I'm happy to have this and to put this into some sort of either Boros or maybe Jeskai, like Spellslinger kind of deck. So that you have the red and blue with that Jeskai version. Or, even just Boros would be good, but it would be probably a little bit more leaning into combat at that point. But what about you? Where have you seen Heartflame Duelist used? Are you excited to have this kind of effect in print again? Or are you not as excited for it as I am? Let me know in the comments below. Next we have Threadbind Click, Obira Dreaming Duelist, Witchstalker Frenzy, Kellen's Lightblades, Crystal Grotto, Gnawing Crescendo, Brave the Wilds, Frantic Firebolt, Toadstool Admirer, Rowan's Grim Search, and Ice Out to round out the pack. Now for today's Pack 1 Pick 1. I'm going to give it to Obira Dreaming Duelist for a blue and a black. It is a 2/2 legendary creature with flash and flying. It reads whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. This is going to be a huge signpost for fairy tribal or typal, and not much else. Now that might not seem all that significant, and that's not even what really caught my eye with this. That's the signpost that this is. But what really caught my attention is this is a 2/2 flyer for 2 mana with flash. That is awesome, right? That is fantastic. Great. We're starting to see 2/2 flyers for 2 more commonly now. It used to be that a 2/2 flyer would be like 3 mana, and like a 2/3 would be 4 mana. So seeing this 2/2 for 2 with flash and flying, that's awesome. Getting into flash in a flying blocker on your opponent's turn, like, I mean, that feels great. And the fact that this also has a life drain effect for every other fairy that enters the battlefield, like, that's even better. So this is wanting you to draft fairies, which are all flyers anyway, incidentally, but blue-black fairies, and just cast a lot of them to drain your opponent for 1 life every time you cast a fairy, or every time a fairy enters the battlefield. That's going to feel really good. And so that is my pick 1. There are other good cards in this pack, so if you have a different pick 1 than me, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for today, so thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.